Thank you for joining me again today. Hope you've been doing well. So glad to see you as always. So, today I'm coming at you with a story that's going on today in a Jonesboro, Georgia. This is a beauty mark. Eviction that leaves it up the parking lot a mess, and it goes live on social media, which caused a frenzy, so much so that the news reporters could not, or it took them a while to even get to the scene itself. I have never seen anything like this before. It is black owned. It was also a liquor store that they own, and allegedly they were behind $15,000 in rent. But I do, of course, have a news clip to share with you. So let's go.
Right now it's 6 o'clock. Two chaotic scenes in metro Atlanta after a local nightclub and a beauty mart are evicted and their merchandise is thrown out into the parking lots, attracting huge crowds.
Take a look at this scene over the beauty mart in Clayton County. The contents of the store just piled up outside there, the crowd being blocked by a ring of sheriff's deputies. And in Buckhead, people flocking to the Red Martini Lounge to grab bottles of alcohol that were thrown out in boxes. We have crews at both scenes for you tonight.
We're going to begin tonight with Molly Oak. She's live near that beauty mart in Riverdale. This is right along Upper Riverdale Road. So, Molly, things out there are pretty tense, right?
And just within the past 10 minutes or so, Ron and Jennifer, about a half a dozen dump trucks showed up behind me, along with a couple of trailers. So add that equipment to hundreds and hundreds of people, plus a ton of law enforcement. I want you to take a look from the skies. This is from our chopper video that we got hours earlier. Now, the sheriff's office did confirm deputies were carrying out an eviction, but that's all they would tell us. Now, what you're seeing here is piles of merchandise filling the parking lot, surrounded by law enforcement. County records tell us the beauty mart owner was evicted over $15,000 of back rent. Now, this is what we saw when we got on scene: wigs, eyelashes, jewelry, and beauty supplies. And again, tons and tons of people. Now, when we arrived, people were continually asking why they couldn't take any of the stuff. Now, with law enforcement throwing yellow tape around that pile while also loading items onto their trucks. Here's how people out here describe the scene.
We like free stuff, so we came out here to get all this free stuff, but then the car saying you can't get the free stuff because the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my two baskets, took the bus or whatever, and get down here and get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the products? Let us get the tools. Any other eviction.
So now you're getting a live look at what's happening now. In the distance, I can see folks throwing those supplies into the dump trucks. Now, just for some perspective, we have been out here for hours, but when we were trying to get out here, traffic was backed up onto 75. One, because there were so many people, and then you add law enforcement was rerouting people, blocking off entrances to the property. It took us more than 30 minutes just to get a half a mile. So a ton of people wanting to be right here on this parking lot in Riverdale tonight. Reporting live in Clayton County, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
Breaking news right now at 6 o'clock. Two chaotic scenes in metro Atlanta after a local nightclub and
Oh, amazing. I have never seen anything like that. And I'm going to say, I am not stereotyping, but I'm going to just say this. I believe if it was any other nationality, especially like Asian, I know that they have some kind of community, business community for, I guess situations where that store is not doing well or whatever, and they can have, go to their community or, that business and get some help, reach out for help or whatever. But I have never in my life seen anything like this. And it would take us brown people to say, why not just give it to us free? Is no one that's like trying to help out. They just want it for free. It's not, I mean, they are capitalizing on somebody else's lost. I can't even imagine. We don't know what happened. We just know that they are allegedly behind $15,000 in rent, and because of that, they got evicted. And you heard also the Martini bar or a liquor store or whatever, but it was two owned black businesses. And I mean, the you saw the chaos out there. You saw people were, like I say, bringing suitcases, and like the reporter said, it took them 30 minutes to even get there because of the chaotic scene. I mean, this was horrific. This was, I, I just can't even imagine someone owning a business and see all of their hard work out in the parking lot like that. I think they could have did it a little bit better. I mean, I understand they had to convict them if they had to convict them because the rent won't paid, like anybody else or whatever. But I think it could have been handled a little bit better than it was. I mean, they had all of their products, all the hair products, everything just thrown, just thrown. You saw it just thrown out there like it was nothing. All of that, all of the money, all of the investments, that I mean, that's awful. It's awful, and I just hope, and I'm going to keep following on this story because I want to know, what happened. I mean, I understand the rent was not paid, but is it like what happened to prevent the rent from being paid other than it just wasn't paid? And again, for us to try to say that, just give us the stuff. We're in a recession. Of course we're in a recession. That's maybe why they couldn't pay the rent, because we are in somewhat of a recession. I mean, or is that because we are taking our business to the Asian stores and they're not making enough profit or whatever to keep the business running? But my thing is, if that was so, I'm sure they keep their books. And if they knew that they weren't going to be able to keep up the rent, why didn't they do something before this? Like, why didn't they move all of their items out? I mean, that's why I want to follow up on the story and keep, on the story, because I want to understand, why wasn't this prevented? Why didn't the owners prevent this? Was it something that they couldn't prevent? Were they like not able to prevent it because maybe they were sick, or who knows? But I would say that I know that you keep books and all of that stuff, and you had to know that you were not going to make the rent. I don't know how many months $15,000 added up to, but you had to know that. Of course, you get notification of eviction before you're actually evicted. So why wasn't something done before something as devastating as this, as all of your time, your energy, everything that you put into these businesses? Why couldn't it be prevented from them, just throwing them out? Why couldn't they, the owners, like I say, unless they were sick or whatever, and they didn't have anybody else to do it, or they couldn't do it. So until next time, y'all, I'll keep you up to date on this story. But until next time, I wish you nothing but peace and blessings, and be well. Thanks for watching.